So now that Donald J. Trump has been officially elected as president of the United States, has he held up his end of the bargain? He vowed multiple times to not only help Israel, but also deport pro-Hamas sympathizers on campus, sanction the ICC, etc. Well, let's just take a look at what he's done over the past 2 days. Just in 2 days, President Trump's decisions. UNRWA defunded. So he defunded UNRWA, which is basically a Hamas organization that pretends to be a refugee organization, but basically is part of Hamas. Most of their employees just work for Hamas. ICC sanctions, major ICC sanctions on Karim Khan and the people that are trying to basically arrest a democratically elected leader in Netanyahu. Deportation of pro-Hamas students. He has signed, laws, executive orders, basically saying that if you are pro-Hamas, we don't want you in our country. Bye-bye. No weapons restriction for Israel. So leading up to these ceasefire negotiations, Joe Biden and company basically said, Israel, we don't want to give you weapons because we want to use these weapons as leverage to force you into a bad deal. And Donald J. Trump ended that weapons restriction. Houthis designated as a terrorist organization. A new era has officially begun. So in just 2 days, Donald J. Trump has fulfilled many of the promises he set out to do and set out to for Israel and Jewish people, as well as to the American people as a whole. Furthermore, there was a video recently where he was asked about the ceasefire hostage deal and if it will hold, if the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas will hold. And actually what he said gave me a lot of hope. Check it out.
Confident are you, Mr. President, that you can keep the ceasefire in Gaza and conclude the 3 phases of this deal?
I'm not confident. That's not our war, it's their war, but I'm not confident, but I think they're very weakened on the other side.
Do you support the 2 states?
Gaza, boy, I looked at a picture of Gaza. Gaza is like a massive demolition site. That place it's really got to be rebuilt in a different way.
Do you plan to help rebuilding Gaza?
I might. Gaza is interesting. It's a phenomenal location. On the sea, the best weather. Everything's good. It's like some beautiful things could be done with it, but it's very interesting. But some fantastic things could be done with Gaza.
How do you see the future in governance for Gaza?
Well, it depends. I can't imagine you could have, well, you certainly can't have the people that were there. Most of them are dead.
Yep, that is true. A lot of them are dead. A lot of the senior leadership of Hamas, as well as a lot of their fighters, are dead. And some people might hear this as a condemnation of Israel, that he's saying, oh, Israel destroyed Gaza. Look at what they did. And Trump is condemning the Israeli government. Just the opposite. He's saying the fact that, Gaza is pretty destroyed and we have to rebuild it in a different way. We have to do it. It's a special piece of property. It can be done very beautifully. And who else can do that but Israel? Who else is going to turn a barren land into a flourishing society? It's not going to be Hamas, like he said. Can't have the people that ruled there before rule it. So who is going to rule it? Only Israel can turn Gaza into a beautiful sort of flourishing place that people can be proud of and actually go there for tourism. For more, subscribe to this channel. If you want to help us make more of these videos, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/JewishUncensored. That's buymeacoffee.com/JewishUncensored. Thank you and have a good one.